Hello everybody, my name is Epic Making Moments, and how are you doing today? Good. I hope you did say you were doing good, because that's what I'm going with, but, we are actually doing another Minecraft video here in today's video. If you're wondering what it is, it's relating to 1.20 and its features that was added. And what we are actually doing is ranking them here on this board here in Minecraft. So it is actually a little bit of an informative video, not what I was expecting like if you watched my previous Minecraft survival episode, but I wanted to actually change my mind, wanted to do it this way, in this format, talk very briefly about each item, but breaking to my opinion as to which category each item should fall under, and maybe some changes probably I'll talk about in another video. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the video. System works. If you're new to social media and YouTube, how we do it here on YouTube in Minecraft is that we rank for Minecraft features for the lowest tier here at F tier, and then whereas the highest ranking at as content creators believe is the best feature. We do things here on the Minecraft ranking and YouTube platform, but let's go ahead and start going into talking about each Minecraft item that was added in the 1.20 update. And we'll actually start with the most popular feature, which is smithing templates and armor trims. In which basically what armor trims do is basically a customizable feature, a little color, a little design to them. I'll show you guys here in just a second, but it creates a little more of a personality to your armor and items, and where you're in your own world. If you're playing with others, it expresses yourself. That was the point of adding this in the first place. But if you don't know what it looks like, then let me go ahead and show you. So you have 14 armor trims, and this is not including the smithing upgrade templates, which if you know about, if you enjoy having netherite armor, then it adds a little bit of more rarity for you to get both netherite and the template, which we will get into right after this. But this is basically what all the trims look like, designs, and there's different ways where you get which through like trail ruins and other generation world generation places. But you also can add color through diamonds, lapis, copper, iron, everites, quartz, gold, emeralds, and amethyst, and along with redstone. So if we go over here back to the board, for armor trims, I wouldn't say S tier, but I'll put it under A tier, because this is a long requested feature, and Minecraft did hit pretty good, which next of course is the smithing templates, which is also a like I said, has a lot more of a rarity for netherite armor, but it adds a little bit more of a difficulty accessing netherite armor, which this was a feature I did not enjoy finding out. I was really hoping just to get the armor trims, but I was not really hoping to get this, and this is not really helpful at all. So I won't put it under F tier, because this does add some rarity, saying that you have netherite armor, making you a very good gamer if you do get it. But I'll put it at D tier, because this is kind of a letdown feature that kind of makes the game a little bit challenging for a feature that's already challenging. So now we get to this, which is suspicious sand and gravel, and along with that, the brush. So if you don't know what this does is basically the archaeology update that since 1.16 or 1.17 we've been waiting for this for a couple of years, and finally they did deliver with this, which is a really good feature. I like the concept of this. Doing the brush not right now, as of right now, it's not doing it because I'm in creative, but the brush does wear down durability for each use, like other tools, except for Spyglass. But some of the smithing templates, pottery sherds, emeralds, diamonds, and a lot of items that you would find if you were going on excavation. But to the board, I would say put it under B, because there is some improvements to be done for it, like loophole, and I don't think the brush really need to be having a durability feature. That could have not been added, but that was just me. With that, I'm just going to go ahead and get into the next piece of information. We have the pots and also the pottery sherds, where it should be actually, I don't know. That is Minecraft's idea, not mine. But really, thing about the pottery pots and pottery sherds is that for the pottery sherds, you can put any design of the pottery sherds on there that you find. And if you go into the creative inventory, you have all of these designs of pottery sherds, from the angler to the snort, which is a design of the sniffer that was added in this update. And this is actually a very good design block. And also the pottery sherds do add a number of customization and design into your builds, but the only problem with the sherds is that they're of shards, so that's my only problem with that. But overall, pretty good addition. I already talked about the smithing templates. I don't know why that's here. Next topic I do want to talk about is the sniffer, since we did mention right before in the pottery sherds, which is this was a Minecraft live mob vote that Minecraft added for this update, and which really the only way you can get them is through the suspicious sand and archaeology, where you go to like the ocean ruins, and also the trail ruins that were also added in this update. And if you place it on a moisture block like moss or grass or mud, and the egg that you find from the excavation sites starts to crack, and eventually, and these do not break, if you're wondering, like the turtle eggs, eventually they will hatch, and you have baby sniffers. Like that. That is this size. And if you compare the sizes, he's small, but not that small. And if you compare the size of the full-grown sniffer, he is almost the size of a Ravager. So, and the good thing that the sniffer brings is two new plants. There was going to be a third plant, but that was scrapped, unfortunately. Which I really wish that we were able to see that. It was a vine with blue flowers that's similar to this pitcher plant. This is one of the names of the plants. The other is called the torch flower, and you can actually harvest these the same way as you do wheat, beetroot, or potato. If you do want to harvest these plants, then you just gotta put in the seeds that the sniffer digs up, and they will eventually grow. So here's a torch flower on the left, the pitcher plant on the right, and various phases. So you can actually have a full field of pitcher torch flowers in your builds if you want, like building farms, agricultural farms, not the huge Minecraft farms, if you know what I'm talking about. But this is a very nice feature. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and rank the Sniffer and all the items that the Sniffer brings. We'll say the Sniffer ranks with all of its items here at the B tier, because there could have been some more rare potential with the Sniffer, especially with the addition of that last third plant that the Sniffer could dig up. But I still would rank it at a good tier. This is still a good tier, but I would still rank it under A tier because there is a couple features missing that Minecraft decided to not include at the last minute. But I would say that would be where I would rank this. Next, we have the Chisel Bookshelf. If you don't know about bookshelves, then you would not be able to remove or put in books. This block changes that. This is only one block where you can rotate it in any direction except up or down. But you can actually put books. So if I grab a book, some kind of random book like enchantment book or book and quill, then you can just put in a way, any configuration that you want on the bookshelf. You can take it in and out, and it'll be the same item that you put in, and it will just stay like that. You can put in, like I said, any design, so you can write anything in the bookshelf, this hidden message, or this actually reacts with redstone, so you can hook up a redstone contraption very secretively, and that's really it. It does not interact with the enchantment table at all. It is just decorative and also storage accessibility with books only. But really, I'll put it under C tier because I really wish it could interact with enchantment table overall, and it still does react with redstone. That is a plus, but it could be enchanting table and reactive, and also could put in a lot more bookshelves, because let's be honest, the actual bookshelf has, let me look. Normal bookshelf has more books in it, and this you can only hold 6, whereas like you can have like 12 in the normal bookshelf. So this is a little bit of a letdown, but not totally. But really, I would put it under C tier. So with that, let's head on to the next time that we will cover the hanging signs. That was a greatly appreciated feature that was added. For so long, the Minecraft game had the original sign that could not hang from a hanging surface underneath a block. Now these signs can, and you can actually have it this way, where it's hanging from a pole or stand in every single wood type, or it can be hanging from underneath the block like it is with the 2 chains held at one single point. And it is rotatable, if you were wondering, and you can write any message that you would like. So if I do put in a little message that y'all will enjoy, and by the way, do subscribe. You can do it in any form or fashion you want. It does interact with the ink sacs, but you can also put it on both sides. Even after you put it down, you can still put it on either side that you put it down. So, but I did just put subscribe on the other side. So, that is a welcome feature, and I will put it at B tier, because it has basically possibly bring, but now we come to the motherlode of the 1.20 update. That is bamboo. Bamboo got an update, and that is bamboo blocks, logs, planks, stairs, the whole thing that you could possibly think of. And golly, it is a welcomed feature that we've been waiting so long. When it comes to bamboo, we could use it for scaffolding, we can use the actual bamboo as feature blocks and pieces, but now we have a wide range of possibilities of bamboo with the wood type, and also with that we got a new type of boat that is the raft. We have the raft itself and the chest raft, and also we can't forget the trapdoor, door, and we also got mosaic bamboo blocks, the block itself, slab, and stairs. This brought so much bamboo possibilities with the inclusion of bamboo blocks. So with that, let's go ahead and rank it on the board. And let's be honest, with all that, with being so long, and this being a hit with Minecraft hanging it out of the ballpark, how can this not be on at the S tier? This is the absolute best block that was added to the update. But that's not the only thing. We also got another wood type, that is the cherry log and the cherry blossom block items, with tree and new biome included, and little pink petals that you can rotate in any direction and placement in a way you can. And this is found all in one biome, that is the cherry grove. And once this sap normal ways of getting with trees and wood, it adds a great atmospheric effect with the visual and the little cherry blossoms that fall from the leaves. It adds so much flair and creative ideas to your builds. It is just beautiful, in which I have to rank it also S tier. This was also another thing that Minecraft hit out of the ballpark. So wood, Minecraft covering wood in 1.20 was phenomenal, but we still have a lot of features that we still have to go through. So let's go ahead and continue with the list. Now, the next feature, we did talk about the sniffer being a mod that 1.20 added to Minecraft, but there was another. We have the camel that you can find in the desert at desert villages, which you can actually hook up with a saddle. And if I can find a saddle, here it is. Now, if you're thinking we can put horse armor on this thing, you'd be completely wrong. And you can ride this, of course, and in the back, on front, you can ride it, the driver, and in the back you have a extra person ride. So if you're need to travel from one place to the other with a friend, if you don't have Electra or other forms of transportation or a boat on land, then it is the way to go with the camel, since two people can ride on the camel, one in the front and one in the back. And the camel has a far jump charge up ability, similar to like how the horse charges up to the jump higher. The camel, how much you charge the camel up, the farther the camel will jump further. So with that, we need to of course get off the camel, but we now need to rank the camel. And really, I unfortunately will have to say C tier, because there could have been a little bit more of little more features for the camel, such as storage for the camel, like the donkey gets. So where traditionally you would in real life, camels can carry goods, small amounts, but that would have been a good feature for storage if you're on the moving into your world, especially with another person. Oh, I never noticed this. The camel actually bends down, but the camel does not spit back where it usually does in real life. it's like a passive mob until you actually hit like the llama, where the llama would spit at you. The camel does not, so that was a bit disappointing. It could have been based really more on real life with reactions and also storage. So it is just a couple features that Minecraft missed, but I would still rank it here on the good tier, or the middle ground. But next we have small change to potions, which is just a visual change to potions, where Minecraft just changed the tint and color of the potions in the game, and which is just a very small change. So I would probably put this at the F tier, since it's just not really that recognized and really noticeable. But next, we're just going to cover quickly the smaller features. We do have mob heads can now make noises, such as if you place a mob head on a note block. If you take a listen, wherever the mob head of that mob you got the decapitated mob from, it plays a sound. So if the zombie head plays a zombie, and with also the new and this update, the piglin. Oh, now I just look super cursed. I'm like a pumpkin piglin. As I was saying, with the new piglin head, of course this makes piglin noises. And of course this does work with redstone, so you can hook up a little bit of a jump scare for your friends or enemies. But last thing, we do have the new music disc for this update. Just gonna let it play for a little bit. With that brief little bit of the music, do you have an idea of is what D tier, just because of the music, and the piglin mob head at C tier, and the zombie and representing the mob head with note blocks sounds change. I'll put it at D tier because that's not really that recognizable in the update files. So that's not really going to be a thing that people are going to use. I'll probably use it if I want to jump scare somebody. The piglin, I just like to change because finally we have a piglin head finally, but it's still, I would say, same level, similar level with the mob heads, just because, but a little bit before of it because it just was added. But I think that might be everything. I'm surprised, in which I am surprised that I didn't put anything at E tier, unless I forgot something. Let me think. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we did not talk about the trail ruins. The top of it will be picking out, and all you have to do is just dig down and excavate it. Like, there you go. Because since it is the only structure, feature for if you have to actually find it and excavate it, like put in that work to get to all of the items, like for this is actually all of the features. We've actually really ranked all of the features in 1.20, and overall I will say 1.20 has been an amazing update. It's not really a noble update though, but being the big 1.20, I really do think there are some features that were missed, but I might do that as a video if you want to see a video of that where I talk about what features that could have been added or changed in 1.20. Let me know down in the comment section down below. But with this, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notification bells. And also, make sure you do share out these videos so others can see these videos and get a little bit of knowledge and find out more videos that I do. And with that, may the force be with you, and goodbye.